Welcome back to some more Sagevivor. We are well into the merge now, a couple blind sides under our belt, and we're starting to get into the midst of it. 9 people are left, and anybody could be a target at this point. Let's go ahead and see what everybody's thinking.
What's up, guys? This is my first confessional for episode 10, and let's just say I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed, bro. My alliance members supposedly have my back, but they want to keep Donnie in the game. It's fucking crazy. Basically, quick rundown. My alliance, called Sagevivor S1, interesting name by the way. They all, basically all the Sagevivor tribe members left, plus me. So already off the bat, you can kind of tell I'm on the bottom of this alliance. There's no even, the name speaks for itself, bro. You can just tell that these 4 people, honestly, mostly just Moon, Vince, and Craig, they're playing together, they're playing for themselves. They don't have my best interest at heart, bro. It pisses me off. So, this tribal council should have been easy. Or it should be easy. It should be Donnie going home. Ever since Donnie made it past that first merge vote, everyone's been talking, especially Moon, Vince, Craig, talking, oh, I can't believe we let Donnie get past this. Oh, I don't want Donnie to win this immunity. Oh, man. Donnie got the safety without power advantage. We can't vote him out anymore. And then now it comes time to actually vote him this time, and nobody wants to do it. Everyone's like, oh, we need to take Nova out. Nova's the biggest threat. It doesn't make sense to me. We can take out Nova anytime we want to. Anytime. Nova sucks at comps. No way Nova has an idol after already playing an idol before last round. Nova has no alliance members. He's easy pickings, bro. We can take him out whenever. And they're like, no, this is a big threat. The jury liked him the most. Shut up, bro. We all know Donnie's the biggest threat here. He's gonna make it farther. He has the ability to make it farther than anyone here. Because might have idols that we don't know about. He can easily go on an immunity round. The moment it's a skill comp, the moment that the immunity challenge is based on skill, Donnie's winning that. And it's like they don't see it. They're so tunnel vision on getting Nova out for no fucking reason. Nova hasn't done jack shit to them this entire game. For some reason, they've been so set on getting Nova out. It is so stupid. I don't understand it. Or with this logic of getting Nova out, being since Nova's a big threat, if they do that, they take Nova out, who's next, bro? I'm the next biggest star on the trust charts that the jury came up with. So if that happens, then I'm technically next. Even though they made an alliance with me, it's fucking stupid. So obviously you can tell I'm fucking pissed off. It just doesn't make any sense to take out Nova, and they're doing it anyways. It's just gonna screw my game. And so what should have been me taking out Donnie this round and then going after Craig next round turns into me this round blindside 4 different people, and it's gonna have to happen. It's the only move I see myself making here, because I know for a fact that if I just continue with Craig and Vince and Moonlight and Battlefield, if I continue with them, eventually they're gonna blindside me. Probably sooner rather than later. I know that for a fact. They definitely see me as a threat, and they definitely are not gonna take me far. And it's just that simple. It really is. So when I was supposed to make a move 508, now I'm making a move now. That's what they get for not trying to get Donnie out. Their move doesn't make sense, and I'm gonna take out Moonlight then. I was gonna go after Craig, but Craig's immune from winning the challenge, which again shows how big of a threat he actually is, because he has control of a lot of things. So since we can't go after Craig, I'm gonna convince people to go after Moonlight. That's my plan. I'm gonna try to VC Rochi and Blueberry. I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow morning, be like, there's some things going on in this game I think you should be aware of. I'm at school right now, but when I get home, you down to VC, or you down to talk a bit about it? I'm gonna do that with them. I'm gonna convince them. I'm gonna get 4 votes on Moonlight, and Moonlight's gonna be sent packing. Hopefully there's a way around this where I don't have to use any advantages. I know I probably will have to use an advantage, but I want to stay away from that as much as possible. I have 4 different advantages right now, which makes my life super easy. 3 of them, which are kind of useful in this case. I have 2 extra votes, and I have a block vote. What I see myself most likely doing this round is giving my block vote to Nova. Nova uses the block vote. That way, no one knows I had it, and then Nova can use it freely and take a vote off of himself. The vote count's gonna be interesting. There's 9 total votes that can go in any sort of direction. The Alliance talked about possibly putting rogue votes onto Blueberry in case of idols or some shit. So if that's the case, maybe I can get out of using an extra vote, but I think I'm definitely gonna have to use the block vote and give it to Nova. Also, that also gives me a whole bunch of leverage because then I can cut up the Blueberry like, yo, these people are not loyal to you. They're trying to put like extra votes on you in case of an idol. Obviously, they don't want to work with you. They're just using it. Perfect to me. I think the hardest part about this is me convincing Roshi. I know I said before that I felt good with Roshi and I could talk with her and then she'd vote with me, but she blew up that one alliance in Final 11 in the beginning of Merge for no reason. I mean, I have a feeling if I come up with a plan, she might just expose that shit. Because ever since that moment, no one's really came up to her and like gave her a plan. So I'm hoping I've been able to build enough trust with her since I even voted in her last tribal council. I told her, yo, you're the only person, you're like the only name I heard. If I heard something else, I would have gone with it, but that's just how it was. Maybe she trusts me, maybe she doesn't, I don't know. But I need to work on it because as long as she knows there's another alliance in this game that's going to take her out eventually, she's going to work with you. She's going to be forced to, at least for a little bit. And that's the whole goal here. Because to me, I understand Nova's a big threat. I understand Nova probably will take jury votes away from me in the end. But he's a very big shield for me in this game. And on top of that, he's my closest ally in this game. So the longer I can keep him in, the better. I know eventually I have to cut ties with him. I understand that. But I can do that Final 5, Final 6, Final 7. Like, I don't have to do that now. Doing that Final 9 currently is ridiculous to me because I'm just voting out my own allies. I know I voted out Gumby, but that's because twice, there's 2 different scenarios where everyone was piling on so I couldn't defend him in that case. Right now, I had the power to defend Nova and the power to keep Nova in this game. And I'm gonna try my best to keep Nova in this game for at least good 3 tribal councils. I really need to get this plan into the works fast. I need to make sure Nova's aware of what's going on. I've been doing a great job of communicating with Nova, but I also have to convince Blueberry and Rochi to vote with me. On top of that, I gotta convince him to vote Moonlight, who is like the most social player in this game. I really wish I could be Craig, because Craig would be way easier because he's such a bigger threat. He'd also be a way better blindside, to be honest. But he's fucking immune, so I can't do that shit. So maybe that's what I have to go with. I don't know. Maybe we have them all go for Downey. Who knows, bro? Either way, though, I'm keeping Nova in this game, and I'm making my alliance with me, Nova, Blueberry, and Rochi. I'm done being the passion in this game. I'm done just like watching shit happen. It's getting down to the end. I gotta make my own success in this game. I gotta make sure I have people sitting next to me that'll keep me and want me around. I know for a fact with my Yago Mate +1 alliance, that's not gonna happen. So I gotta find other people. I'm gonna do what it takes. I'm gonna control my own fate. I'm gonna do what I need to make sure these next couple votes, I'm still here, and I have a good amount of people around me that are gonna work with me. I still am pissed that Downey's getting away though. Like, he should have been out like pre-merge. He should have been out way earlier, but he's not. But he was only at risk of being voted off at one tribal council right towards the end of pre-merge. He was immune for the rest of pre-merge. I still don't understand why nobody thinks of him as a physical threat. It's crazy to me. Like, he's easily the biggest physical threat in this game. It's obvious he puts way more work into these challenges than most people do. So, I honestly just don't understand it. And if he wins this next immunity after this tribal council, I'm gonna laugh at him on space and be like, yo, I told you so. Like, I knew from the beginning Donnie was good at challenges. Should have taken a shot at him. Like, it'll be a big fuck you if he wins next shot in the next movie. But that's just me getting ahead of myself. Right now, I'm focused on getting my blind side in action and making sure this goes through. Because if I shoot this shot and I miss, I'm in serious shit. Like, if I don't make this move good, if this move doesn't work for me, I'm screwed. Hell, I could possibly go home if I don't, like, get this. If I don't actually do this, I'm probably going home. If this plan doesn't end up working out, I'm probably going home to Charlotte Council because Rochi or Blueberry would like leak it, and then I'm the threat. But either way, like, I honestly would rather go home and take the shot at somebody than sit here chill and not have taken the shot, then end up going to final Charlotte Council with people who I know I can't beat. Even then, though, I won't even be going to final Charlotte Council if I don't make this move. So it's time to get ballsy. It's time to make the move. I'm here for it. There's about to be some more fireworks to Charlotte Council. I mean, these past two were very fucking crazy. This one's about to be even crazier. If I can pull this off, it's gonna be the craziest blindside of the season so far. And that's my move. People on my resume, people will be like, yeah, James did that. He's a good player for that. That's what I want. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little ranting session, but shit's about to go down. I have advantages, I'm ready to use them. Nobody's gonna expect it. Expect the unexpected. Big brother, baby. By the Survivor.
So hey guys, last tribal was kind of a success, cause even if Nova didn't go cause he played an idol, Cali went, and Cali was a number for the other side, so that's pretty good for us. And basically what happened is that 7 people were immune, and the only people that were eligible for votes were Daphne, James, and Cali. And then Cali kind of sacrificed herself. So that's great for us, because me, Moon, and Craig, we just gained some momentum. And then the question is, how did Nova play an idol? Like, somebody must have told Nova that votes were coming his way. And you know, I'm thinking it's either James or Daphne. You know, we have this new alliance of 5 with me, Moon, and Craig, and Daphne and James. And as much as everybody's saying like, oh, top 5, I'm like, are y'all sure about that? Like, it's hard for me to trust Daphne and James, and I'm scared that there's a block with Nova, Blue, Daphne, and James, and they'll maybe try to recruit Rossi. I don't know. So my situation right now is I have a core of 3 people. We're the Yago Strongs, me, Moonlight, and Craig. And us 3, we have 2 different alliances. We have one with Rossi and Donnie, and the other one with Daphne and James. The side with Daphne and James, they kind of want Donnie. The 3 Yagos, we don't want Donnie to go because Donnie's our number for now. If we want to slay all the Kwakuvokas, we need Donnie as a number. And we're kind of sure that Donnie's gonna stay with us for now because we know he's not gonna go with the other side. He wants James out and he wants Blue out. So now basically this vote, even if we kind of created this plan to vote Donnie, the real plan is Blueberry. So basically, we're gonna tell Craig and Daphne that we're splitting votes on Donnie and on Blueberry. So there's gonna be James and Daphne that gonna go for Donnie, as well as Blueberry and Nova, because apparently that's what they want to do as well. So yeah, so that means they're gonna be a 4 going on Donnie, and then if Donnie has an idol, which he hasn't, we need to put some votes on Blueberry as well. So me, Moonlight, and Craig are gonna go on Blueberry. But the thing that James and Daphne doesn't know is that Donnie and Rossi will also go for Blueberry. So that means Blueberry is gonna have more votes than Donnie. And when we're gonna do damage control with James and Daphne, we're just gonna be like, oh, we didn't know that Donnie and Rossi would go Blue as well. We really thought they were gonna go Nova. Okay, so are you following? And we're gonna tell Donnie and Rossi that James, Daphne, Nova, and Blue, they all voted together for Donnie. And we didn't know. That means we're acting like we're not playing both sides, but we are. So yeah, that's a great plan. But then I made a mistake, because I told Donnie that James wanted him. I told Donnie that because I wanted to build trust. But as soon as I'm telling this to Donnie, Moonlight messages me and she's like, Vince, what are you doing? So that means as soon as I press send on the message, Donnie straight up went to Moonlight and told her everything I just said to him. So, you know, Donnie, what's up with that? I thought we had something, so now I know to be more careful with him. And also, he literally wanted to confront James, and I was like, oh, this is the worst thing for my game. And I convinced him not to do it, but who knows, maybe he did. The reason me, Moon, and Craig are lying to everybody is because we're really scared that James, Daphne, Nova, and Blue, they want Donnie out now, so they can have majority after. So we're just gonna go along with them, say Donnie's the one who goes, even though best case scenario, it's Blue that goes. And then we'll just need to do some damage control. So that's the plan. And I'm hoping it's gonna go well. Yeah. It's good for me to keep Donnie because it's really weird to say, but I think I have more trust in Donnie than like Daphne and James at this point. Daphne and James are really weird because first of all, in our alliance of 5, Daphne cannot stop saying, oh, let's go top 6, top 6. What do you mean top 6? We're 5. And it was the second time that she was saying that, and then Moon was like, what do you mean top 6? And both her and James came up with the same joke. They were like, oh no, it's my alter ego Jamie. Oh no, it's my alter ego Jasmine. This is hella suspicious. Today's challenge was really special because basically the jury were ranking us based on how trustworthy they think we are. And I was so excited for this because I thought that the jury perceived me as loyal because I never flip-flopped. Like, I want to flip-flop, but I didn't do it yet. So basically they were ranking us, and then we had to vote for a captain, and then the captain was either choosing the top half or the bottom half of the ranking to go with, and then the other half would be eliminated and not eligible for immunity. And then within this 5, we each needed to vote for someone we didn't want to win immunity. And in the end, Craig won immunity. And so the ranking was so weird. Nova was first, then it was James, then it was Craig, then it was Blue, then it was Moon, and then me, then Donnie, then Rossi. I was third last. What the hell? The jury were like Gumby, Callie, and the rest, but like Nova, James, they backstabbed Gumby. Like, I don't understand why would they be ranked so high. So maybe it was to put a target on their backs? I don't know. If it wasn't, then Nova is a jury threat and we need to get him out as soon as possible. But maybe next tribal. Because the reason we want Blue and not Nova this vote is that I've had good talks with Nova. I literally had nothing with Blue. Like, Blue is so dry to me, he's so vague. I don't even know where he stands. And he's a number for the other side as well, so, and I know he'll never strategize with me, so I want him out. I forgot to turn the light on. But basically, the reason I think that I was that low on the ranking is that all the people that I trust, my alliance, they're still in the game. People that I didn't trust, they're out in the jury, so maybe that's why they ranked me low, because I don't trust them, that's why they're out, you know? And so I reacted with the skull emoji. I was shocked, you know? And who else reacts with the skull emoji? Grumby. So I know Gumby has a thing against me, and that's probably because I kind of was a bit arrogant when he got voted out. Like, I opened my mouth during tribal. So I don't know if you can see this, Gumby, but like, stop holding that grudge against me and just hop on the Vincenzo train. Why are you so mad? So that's all I had to say to Gumby, sorry, I keep calling you Grumby. I'm just hoping he's gonna stop having a problem with me. So yeah,
Hey everyone, it's Blueberry, episode 10, and I won immunity last round. I won the 50-50 against Nova in the auction, and that was honestly, like, really great because it fleshed out that idol, and Nova would have gone home if they didn't have that idol. So that's just out of circulation. And those 3 idols that are played at that Fountain Travel was crazy. Like, I'm, like, pretty sure, like, before that all happened, I felt like I wasn't going, but after all of that happened, I probably would have won if I didn't win that 50-50. But, like, yeah, it seems like I'm not, like, the primary target for, you know, I'm just gonna, okay, I'm not, like, the primary target for the vote. Donnie is, like, I don't know anything about him anymore. Like, he's just so sketchy and off for no reason, but he seems to be, like, so honest at the same time. And so I'm recording this at a time where I'm in the top, like, 4/5 people that can get immunity. But, like, I said I'm gonna take one for the team. You can vote me if you want, for 2 reasons. 1, like, game favor, I won it last round, I don't need it. And 2, this is sort of risky, but I want to protect Daphne. She's, like, probably my greatest ally right now in the game, and I really hope that she can get immunity. But, like, that's honestly, like, about it, unless I can think of anything else. Like, I don't know, like, if, like, for this tribal, I mean, like, I should be okay, but I'm not, like, entirely sure about, like, where everyone's head is at, which is not, like, the best spot to be in, but, like, I think that, like, I should be fine. If I'm not, oh well. Like, I've been saying this for the past, like, 5 episodes. If not, oh well, it's been fun. But, like, yeah, that's, like, about it. I hope to see you guys in episode 11.
So, at the last tribal council, Callie went home, thank God. So, as much as I would have liked Nova to go, obviously idol shenanigans happened, but we still got the duo broken up, so a win's a win. So after that, we had this whole challenge where we had to elect a captain. Very quickly, Daphne stepped up. She wanted to be the captain. She doesn't care if she's a target or if it puts a target on her back, sorry. She just wanted it. So everyone was pretty okay with that. It took Donnie and Rossi a little bit of convincing on why we wanted Daphne, because obviously Daphne's not in that group. But I can't remember if I talked about this already. There's another group that just formed between me, Moon, Vince, Daphne, and James, which is like my ideal 5, because in that I have a final 2 with Moon, a final 2 with James, a final 3 with Moon, myself, and Vince, and a final 3 with Moon, myself, and Daphne. So that's like the ideal group I want to go forward with. And if I can get to that 5 with an idol, I can basically just choose who goes out there, which would be ideal. But we're in kind of a tricky spot because me, Moon, and Vince are playing both sides, because I can never just be in one alliance and be loyal. That just wouldn't be me. So we still have our group with Rossi and Donnie as well. So going into this round, I really just want to take out Nova and Blue and try to keep both sides happy as long as possible. The problem with that is there's so much inner drama, like James and Donnie don't like each other, Daphne and Donnie don't like each other, Rosie has openly admitted that she's a snake, so just a lot of weirdness, and it's very complicated to keep them all from going against each other. So Daphne was elected captain, and then we got split up into teams based on how much the dead liked us. I got ranked 3rd, so I was in the top half with Nova, James, and Blue, and the bottom half, or the people that the dead don't like as much, is my whole original 5-person alliance with Vince, Moon, Donnie, and Rosie. So with Daphne in the middle, she ended up taking out the lower side with Donnie and all that, because obviously she wants Donnie out. And then it just so happened to work out. Those 4 people I'm all in an alliance with, so they rigged it so that I get immunity, of course. So I'm guaranteed top 8. Now I just have to make sure that the votes go accordingly. So going into this round, I think Moon at least is pretty ready to cut Donnie. But personally, I really like Donnie, and I am going to make sure he does not leave. Now, my relationship with Donnie is really weird. Like, at the start, I was kind of like, all I heard is he's shady, he's this, he's that. And I do think he's shady, I do think he's a game player, but I've come to see a new side of Donnie. We've had a lot of personal chats. We have the little Wolfpack Final 2 deal. And I think he is a gamer, but I think he's a little misunderstood. Like, he gets a real bad rap for being very aggressive and very headstrong, and he just kind of like I know personally I felt like he's harassed me a little bit for like information. He's very pushy about it, but I think it's just his personality and it's just his eagerness and like how excited he is to play the game that comes off wrong. Unfortunately, it comes off wrong to everybody, and he's been a very big target because of that. Now, here's the whole Donnie dilemma. It's very similar to my relationship with Snowy, where I think he's hilarious, I think he's a lot of fun to work with, but he is very schemy and he's a bit of a troublemaker, and he could get me in a lot of shit down the line. So I'm trying to be very careful not to go down that rabbit hole again, because similar to Snowy, he could blow up my game if I am to vote him out, or something weird happens if he finds out I'm in another group he's not in. He could be very destructive. However, as much as he is chaotic, I know he's loyal to me and he tells me all the information he has. So I'm gonna try to keep the target off Donnie as long as I can. If I have to cut him a round or 2 down the line to keep the 5 I want, that's fine, but Donnie will not go home this vote, mark my words.
So, Craig wins immunity, which is fine. But now I'm getting with Daphne, and I'm trying to tell her, like, what's up, because I don't want her to feel blindsided, because me and her have gotten really close in this game, where, like, I could see myself in the endgame portion with her, but at the same time, I'm also trying to put a little bit of like agency info with her to let her know that she's probably not in Craig's pocket, because as told by James, Craig and Moonlight are super, super tight. So that connection has to be severed immediately. Even if Donnie does not go here. Because Daphne is telling me that Roshi and Donnie still need to go because they were seen as the biggest, like, snakes, so to speak. I really want Daphne by my side so that I don't go home. But yeah, all I'm trying to do is like secure my safety in this game, regardless if I don't have immunity or not, because all I hope is that I can survive another round. That's all I want, because I feel like my position in this game is not as ideal as I would hope to be. To the point where, like, I'm probably on the bottom, and all these people want me gone, and no one wants to see me at the end, because they can't beat me at the end. Well, I mean, you can say that all you want, but, like, there's other bigger, more louder threats out there. Like, I can't be the only threat to go here. Like, if I want to win, these players need to know what's up, because I don't want to be seen as the biggest threat. I want to be seen as a number to them. Someone that could go along with the plan and not make moves by themselves, but that I can easily turn around in my final tribal performance. Not to say that in a cringy, cocky way, because I know a lot of these sweaty Discord players would love to say that, but like, I know that Craig sees me as his biggest competition here, but I'm surprised that he sees me as competition when James is also right there, because I feel like those two have played the most similar game. The only difference is that James is James is in my pocket, and he's telling me information, so that way I am up to speed on what's going on in the game. The only thing is that I know I'm close with Daphne, but I also need to secure her in my pocket to ensure that I am not gonna be bombasted or lambasted, as they say, by Craig, because now he's in power because he's got immunity, and he's probably gonna do everything under the sun to make sure that I am gone, because, well, like I said, he does see me as his biggest competition, but at the same time, there's also Donnie, who's been a social pariah this entire game. So if he goes to the end, he's going to tell his story as an underdog story, and underdogs usually win. Like, have we not seen Philippines? Have we not seen Marquesas? Have we not seen freaking, I don't know, what's another one that had an underdog win? Oh yeah, freaking Worlds Apart. Like, hello. Those are players that have been on the bottom, the only ones standing, and literally, they could do anything to win this game. They just have to sell their story in a more cohesive, optimal way. And right now, I might be looking like to be an underdog, because my only closest ally is James. I may be close with Daphne. I could probably see me and Vinny possibly working together, but he's also been a shifty, like, question mark, because he's given me information about Donnie, but I don't know if I can fully trust that he can work with me in this vote. So, only thing I have to do is just play up my social game and hope that I can survive this tribal, because God knows I don't want to go out at 9th again. Nor do I want to go out in 8th or 5th or any other placement in this game. So, fingers crossed. I hope what happens in my favor.
Okay, so I guess in regards with the tribal that just happened, I honestly wasn't even around that much to be like, oh, here's my opinion on who to vote or whatever, because a lot of stuff was happening, and I just really wasn't in the right mindset to like participate in those discussions. I just told them like, hey, I'll just vote wherever, just tell me who to vote, I'll just put their name down. I really cannot give two shits right now. So that's what happened. And then the reason why I just agreed on blue, I didn't really have the energy to fight back on it. But then also, like, blue's mentioned me before, and as you can see, they tried to vote Donnie, so they're still against us, even though Donnie did say, like, yo, blue, like, did say he would vote with us or whatever the fuck. And I'm just like, No, he won't. Like, I literally told y'all, like, I joined your side because this side thinks I'm a snake and told all my secrets. So, essentially, that's what happened. And like, fuck, I had another thought. Oh yeah, Donnie had said like, oh, like, I mean, I remember he was like shocked. He like Blue didn't vote with us or something, whatever. And I'm like, see, I told y'all, like, BFFR, you know. But yeah, it's just kind of sucks. Like, I wish things had gone differently, and that like, I don't really hold anything against him at this point. Him being Blue, and that I guess hopefully he doesn't hold a lot against me and the jury.
Okay, this clip is for the start of Challenge 11, but kind of wrapping up what happened on the last vote since Challenge 10 and like the fallout on that. So, okay, so for the vote, I voted Nova, right? And I only voted Nova because Moon and Craig, you know, we were talking about like a backup plan if we couldn't get Donnie. So they're like, okay, let's do the backup as Nova. And I was like, there's only so many options. They're feeling Nova. They're like my main alliance right now, these two, as far as I'm aware. So I was like, fine, I'll go with Nova. At first I was like, okay, am I voting Rosie because I really want Rosie to go? And we're, you know, we've talked to a lot of people getting them to vote for Rosie, but like, I know we need a fallback. So they're like, I was like, should I vote Rosie and you guys vote Nova? And they're like, no, let's all vote Nova. So I was like, okay, I'll just do that. And then the votes came out, and I think Nova had like 5 people on him, and he was really mad about it. So he was like, I know which 4 voted for me. It was like Moon confessed, Craig confessed, Donnie and Rosie confessed they voted for me, but like, who was the 5th person that voted for me? Mind you, it's me. But like, I wasn't gonna tell him that. So I've kind of chosen to like lie, because the way Nova reacted to other stuff in the past and like just like with the call out being like, who did it? It just felt like if I confessed that I just went along with my alliance, he would be mad about it and want to target me. And I don't want to do that because I want to stay on Nova's good side. And at the end of the day, I really didn't want Nova to go home. I was focused on Rosie. I was like campaigning for the Rosie vote. Am I saying that wrong? I think it's Rosie. So like, I don't want the narrative to switch to me looking like I wanted Nova gone this whole time when that's not true. So yeah, I'm gonna take that to the grave. I mean, obviously Craig and Moonlight know the truth, but I'm just gonna deny. And I have like things to back it up, you know what I mean? I basically told Nova like, hey, I was really loyal with the Gumby thing. I still voted with Gumby. In the past, I've still voted with Snow. And things like that. Other people have flip-flopped before when I stayed loyal and got blindsided. You know what I mean? And on the whole Gumby thing, like I don't know. Nova can't like be shocked that people would flip when he flipped a bunch of people against Gumby. You know what I mean? So I felt like I had a really compelling lie because it's like based on reality. And then Donnie came to me today and was basically like, hey, I heard you voted Nova, like, why'd you do that? And I was like, psh, he definitely did not hear that, or he definitely doesn't have any hard evidence on that. So I just laughed and was like, I did not vote for Nova, like, how could you hear that? And I convinced the hell out of him. I was like, why would I do that? Like, I was voting for Rosie in the last couple votes, like, da-da-da-da-da, and he believed me. Because it's literally so true. Like, I didn't want Nova to go. But, like, I just went along with my alliance because the numbers, like, whatever. It's the numbers thing. Like, I don't understand the numbers. So I'm like, okay, if we need 3 votes on Nova or whatever, like, I don't know. So I just went with my team's recommendation. But I don't want the narrative to flip. So I'm going to take that to the grave. Anyway, now we're on challenge 11, and it's kind of like a two-parter. So we need to vote for a team captain, and then the Isle of the Dead folks are going to split us in half based on how trustworthy they think we are. So like the most trustworthy group at the top 4, I guess, and then the least trustworthy group at the bottom 4. And then the captain is going to break the difference and pick which group is going to remain in the challenge and be up for the potential to like win immunity. So I was talking to Moonlight and Craig, and I was like, hey, I'd be down to vote for Moonlight to do it, but she didn't want the attention on her, and I was like, fine, like, I'm down to be the captain. I'll take the heat for whatever disappointment or drama comes out of it, because I'm looking at this game differently now. I'm trying not to take it too much to heart. So yeah, plus it'd be kind of nice to have control. So I'm in an alliance right now with Nova, Craig, James, and Vinny, and they're all gonna vote for me for captain. And then in my conversation with Donnie, I was telling him, you know, sometimes I was taking things to heart too much, yada yada. I don't remember how this came up. I think because we were talking about Rosie and then the Gumby vote, and then how, you know, Nova was acting emotionally, I guess, and like he takes things to heart, and I was like, yeah, I take things to heart, and like the Gumby vote was really hard on me, and he was like, yeah, and then I told him, you know, it was so bad that like Sage literally checked up on me, and Donnie was like, yeah, I was the one that told Sage he should message you, and I was like, what? You did? I was like so touched, and he was like very adamant. He was like, I will show you the receipts, like I can't send you screenshots right now, but like after the game, like I can show you the screenshots, like, you know, I'm a decent person, but like with this game, like things happen, and we just ended up being on the wrong side, and I was worried you didn't think I was genuine, which was all true. Like I really didn't think he was that genuine, but that conversation really changed my outlook on him. I mean, game-wise, it doesn't change too much because we're still on like opposing sides, but I do see him as more of like a human and a person versus just like a calculated player. Like I knew he was a person, but our conversation felt really real, and yeah, I was glad we got to like connect, and I'm glad that he, you know, was looking out for me. And he was like, yeah, and I asked Sage to do the same thing with Nova, to check up on Nova, but like Nova didn't reciprocate well necessarily to knowing he did that. So yeah, I'm really happy that I got to see him as more of a person. It would have been interesting to see how this game would have turned out if me and Donnie had ended up on the same side, but I don't know, he likes being calculated. He's like, yeah, I can be a human and calculated at the same time. So I don't know if it would have ever really been the case for us to be allied, but I know he's a nice guy too, you know? He just likes to be like a little villainous, you know, so. But I also want him to have friends in the game, because he is the accidental villain, or the purposeful villain that kind of has been accidentally taken too seriously, you know? So anyway, the votes have come out for the captain, and with a majority to vote, I am the captain, I am the captain, I am the captain now. Okay, and then, oh my god, they have the trust rankings. They ranked Nova as the most trustworthy. Where am I? Oh wait, I'm the captain, I'm not on it. Damn, I kind of wanted to see how much people trusted me. That didn't even occur to me that I wouldn't know how much people trust me. Nova, James, Craig, Blue, fuck. Then Moon, Vinny, Donnie, Rosie. Okay, Moon is in the lower half with Donnie and Rosie, so I can't pick her. But Nova, James, Craig, Blue, those are all people that I like and trust. Blue's like freaking out. He's like, I'm in a different group than Donnie, so. Because I told him, I was like, I don't want Donnie to get immunity again. But that was like before I had my conversation with Donnie. Though honestly, with how my alliances are set up, like, I don't want to target, I don't know, like he's an easy target because I've mentioned it too many times to kind of like backtrack now. People are going to be like, are you going to backtrack on other things you said? You know, I can't backtrack off the Donnie thing. This is just going to make me look flaky. So, I'm the captain, and I picked the upper group with Nova, James, Craig, and Blue. So I'm done for the night. Actually, it's probably good to have somebody that likes us on the other side with Moon and Vinny. He's calling him Vince. I've been calling him Vinny. Like, I just be giving people nicknames that nobody else goes along with. He's like Vince. I'm like Vinny. I just think Vinny is a funnier name. Anyway, they have Moon and Vinny on the voting side because now the team that I didn't choose, which was Moon, Vinny, Donnie, and Rosie, will vote for who will win immunity out of the team that I selected. Now, Moonlight, Vinny, Donnie, Blue, that's not right. You fix it. Rosie, you must each vote someone you do not want to receive immunity. You have till tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Mountain Time to cast your vote. Everyone without a vote will get immunity at Tribal. I don't think I'm gonna get immunity. I think I make too many waves. I don't know. Am I too visible in the game? I'd be shocked if I win immunity tomorrow. Like if nobody votes against me, like I'm in an alliance with Vinny now, so hopefully he wouldn't vote for me to not get immunity. I know Moon won't. Donnie might. Rosie might. Though I've been talking to Donnie a lot today, so that might have been good. And then I was joking around with Rosie earlier today too, so hopefully she sees me as a human also and not worth hurting. And there's only 4 of them and there's 5 of us, so there's guaranteed someone to make immunity, right? I think Nova will probably get a vote against him. James might get a vote only because he's gotten immunity for being like popular before. Like with the popularity contest one that we did, he was like at the top, so maybe someone will remember that and be like, nah, I don't want him to get immunity again. Craig is like, I don't know what his relationship is like with other people, which I should probably be more in on and ask about. I know he's really not that connected with Blue, but Blue is on the same team. I really don't know. Moon's like, give us your best pitches for why you shouldn't get my vote. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Alright, I'll catch you up later.
This is episode 10, part 2? I think, something like that. I'll phrase it later, or put it into the Google Drive or whatever. Anyways, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. Yeah, it's not a good position to be in at all. Here's a quick rundown. So, my goal has always been, this trial counts. I wanted Donnie gone. But then my alliance members of Moonlight, Vince, and Craig, they wanted Nova out. That was bad for me. I need Nova in this game as a number. I wanted to keep Nova. So right as I'm about to make my move, I already tell Blueberry, like, hey, yo, what's up, bro? Yeah, this is the alliance. These are the people inside of it. These are the people who are trying to throw extra votes on you in case of an idol. These are the people that you can't trust. I exposed the entire alliance to them. I'm already halfway through the motion of my plan. However, Rochi does not come online at all. At all. I'm waiting for a while. Rochi doesn't come online, so I'm like, okay, I might have to resort to a different plan. And that's telling Daphne. And so I go up to Daphne, talk to Daphne. I'm like, yo, Daphne, we need to talk about this. These people, they don't want Donnie out. I know me and you want Donnie out, and they don't want them. They're working with Donnie. That means we can't trust them. That means we have to take out Donnie ourselves. And I'm VCing with her for a while. I'm like, yo, we gotta get this plan into motion to take Donnie out. Because if they're not gonna take Donnie out, we have to be the ones to do it. See, I even told her about my extra vote. I told her, yo, I'm gonna use my extra vote if we need to. All that kind of stuff. So, right after I finish that voice call with Daphne, I have 4 locked in votes for either Donnie or Moonlight or whoever I really want. I have the power right there to choose who I want to put the votes on. Right after that happens, my alliance of Yagomonte plus 1, which is me, Daphne, Craig, Vince, Moonlight. Finally, the three Yagos, the way I like to call it, of Vince, Moonlight, and Craig, they finally decided, you know what, it's not worth losing the trust in me and Daphne by voting out Nova, so let's just vote out Donnie. So they tell us we're gonna vote Donnie. And then they come up with this whole plan to make the vote 4 to 3 to 2, so that Donnie gets 4, Blueberry gets 3, and then Nova gets 2. For some reason they do that to split the votes. It made no sense to begin with. I never trusted it to begin with. But I went along with it because I was like, you know what? There's no way they go against this. It's our alliance. Turns out they tell Rochi and Donnie to vote for Blue. So the vote goes 5 to 4 and Blue goes home. They were trying to be slick with it. They were trying to be slick. But they were not slick at all. Not by any means. Not slick at all. So obviously I'm pissed off right now because I needed Donnie gone and I needed Blueberry as a number for me. Now I have neither of those things accomplished. And then on top of that, all the information I told Blueberry, he ended up exposing in his final words. So now everyone's panicking like, yo, who leaked this alliance chat? Yeah, obviously it's me. Everyone knows it's me. I'm the mole. So now everyone's trying to figure out who the mole is. Me, I'm paranoid because I think people are gonna try to like figure out I'm the mole. But they're kind of stupid. They think Daphne's the mole. Which is perfect for me. Like, takes the heat off of me a little bit. It means I'm not a target still. Instead, I'd put another target out there, like instead of me. So, which is nice. They think Daphne's the mole. And Daphne, for some reason, thinks Vince is the mole. Which is crazy. It just caused all this chaos that I never wanted in the first place. But it's kind of helpful in a way, so I'll take it. But yeah, it's definitely crazy right now, for sure, all because of that. I'm just sitting here like, I'm not the mole. I didn't expose it, even though I did. But yeah, now it's my game going from here is not looking too good. Like, I honestly just have no clue what to do. My initial plan was to bring in numbers, take out, you know, Moonlight, Vince. Those 3 are strong. I need to take them out. I don't do so soon. I'm just like, I'm an easy pickings. I'm an easy person to get out in this game. I really need numbers. Right now, I'm really close with Daphne. After we VC'd and just talked a lot, we trust each other 100%. I know for a fact she has my back and I have hers. Same thing with Nova from day one. Me and him have been together like a lot. We've always had each other's back. I even gave at one point Nova my idol piece, which he gave back to me because I asked. Because I thought Nova was getting votes, I was like, yo, you take this because I think you might need it at this tribal council. He didn't, but I chose trust. I have 2 very strong alliance members, and I have no other members besides that. Those 3 I'm solid with, but in order to take out Craig, Vince, or Moon, I need one more person in my alliance to work with me. I need 4 people. Because at that point, I can use an extra vote, I can use my idol piece to use it on somebody else, and then I'm good. I'm looking good. But that's the problem. I don't have another person I can try to like convince to pull in. I can't use Donnie because Donnie hates me. Donnie hates Nova. It's always been that way. And of course, I guarantee you, like, this is not like I'm uncertain about this. I guarantee you that Moonlight, Vince, and Craig have their own separate alliance chat with Donnie, and they just tell him everything. I guarantee you they do that. I guarantee it. You can tell by, like, at Tribal Council, Donnie was trying to act all surprised, like, oh my god, I'm so nervous I'm going home. He knew he was not going home. He knew it was me 5 to 4. He knew that. I'm not stupid, bro. These people might think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. No way. Ain't no way they think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. So I guarantee you they have that. They have Donnie's number, so that's 4 for them already. And on top of that, I can't trust Rochi. Like, I want to work with Rochi, but she's so spotty in her activity. And on top of that, she's also just not known to be a trustworthy person. The one alliance she was ever in, she leaked. What does that say about her? It says she can't be trusted. So now that I don't have numbers, I don't know what to do. Like, do I just, like, stay at the bottom and go with Moon, Vince, and Craig and just hope eventually I can work my way out of that? No, that's never gonna work. I don't know. I have enough advantages to technically take out someone in this game, just with me, Nova, and Daphne alone. But then after that, though, I'm still like I don't have numbers still, which is not a good position. So, what do? I can't convince. I'm honestly gonna spend my entire time tomorrow and today thinking about what the fuck I can do to get myself in a majority position. Because honestly, it's not looking bright. Like, it's not looking good for me, bro. Like, maybe I'm definitely out of everyone. I definitely still have the trust, or lots of the trust of Moonlight, Craig, and Vince. I definitely do, but it's just like I don't want to work with them. I don't like working with them. Is just like me playing like the pussy way. It's like me just like doing that so I stay alive in this game. I don't want to play that way. I want to play blindsiding people. I want to play by making big moves. That's how I am, bro. And I was going to make a big move with Tribal Council, but then when they switched the vote to Donnie, I didn't think I had to. I thought it was just fine. Turns out it wasn't fine. I was stupid enough to believe whatever they said. Honestly, I even had a feeling too. I had a feeling that they were gonna pull that shit. So I was debating playing my extra vote. And then it turns out I just got distracted with my project, had a drop with my sister. It blew past my mind, and then now I just regret not even playing it. I probably should. I know I should have. Mad at myself for not playing it. Because if I tied the votes 5-5, then they would have been forced to vote out Donnie. They would have been forced to because they would have shown their hand. Yeah, so now I have to get crafty. I have to find some sort of like lie to come up with to get one more number with us. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna have to find a way, or at least, have a way in this game. I mean, I'd rather try than not try. Because to me, I'd rather go out in 8th place in this game, knowing I try to like shift the numbers in my favor, than get like 4th or 5th, knowing I was never in the majority to begin with. So yeah, that's gotta find a way. I've gotta find a way. And I'm gonna get back to all of y'all on how I'm gonna find a way to get myself out of this hole. Because there's a way. There's always a way. I know next Tribal Council, I'm almost certain I'm gonna have to use my advantage, or at least some of my advantages. It's just how am I able to turn the tides for myself? How do I change this in my favor, bro? That's all that's going through my mind right now. How do I change this to my favor? How do I get Craig out? How do I get the biggest player in this game out? The one person that no one sees as a threat, Craig, is the biggest threat in this game. He's been dominating this game since day one, and people are just letting him do it. It's, do I trust Rochi? Do I talk to Rochi? Do I have someone do something stupid and blow up their position? I don't know what I do. I don't know. I'm just gonna have my thoughts going through my head this entire day about what to do. I'm gonna figure it out. It's just a matter of what it is. Yeah, that's about wraps. I've kind of just been talking about I have to do something the past 3 minutes, so I'm just gonna stop. Thanks for listening. See you guys.
And I'm not sure how this will go on, because now that I guess they try to vote Donnie, I think now that they're down in numbers again, like we're in control of like the majority of the vote. I'm so sorry. There's dogs barking in the distance. Yeah, not me forgetting to freaking try and get immunity. Like, I literally looked at the picture and I was just like, okay, like what's a good hiding spot? And like I thought of like 7, but then I'm like, wait, no, what if they go for that spot because they think like it's a very good hiding spot? And I also thought about 6 because like dead, but then it's like dead center in the middle. And then I was just like, maybe 3 or 4, I don't know. And then like I went to sleep. And then like I just forgot. I'm sorry. I had my chance at immunity and I flunked it again. Hopefully like next challenge I'll be fine, but if it's like touchy subjects, I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully we get out
My
like
boyfriend.
someone else on, the other side. That's not in our big alliance, so whatever. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention that was like that kind of struck me by surprise is that like Vince kept asking like Donnie like, am I really on their side or something like that? And so Donnie mentioned me this and I was just like I could have sworn I voted with y'all like 3 times at this point, or no, 2 times since a tribal hadn't happened yet. And that's like ridiculous because it's like I feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe I don't want to say ridiculous because it's like we're in a game where like a lot of trust and like betrayal, blindsides and stuff happens, but like at the same time like. I'm in the bottom, like, how the fuck am I gonna pull some, like, big-ass move and vote off one of our allies? I don't know. I mean, I kind of did it before, to be honest, but that's because I had an idol. Now I have nothing. But, now they don't know that. Whatever. But yeah, I guess Vince is a little bit weary about that, and then Donnie has expressed, like, that he trusts me and Craig the most, and I'm just like, okay. Like, we went from trying to get each other out to now this. What kind of a story character development is this? Like, this is interesting. And now, like, looking back, I have no strong feelings to get this man out yet. Because a girl. Stop. Right. Anyways, I have no strong will to get this man out yet, but we'll see when that happens later on down the line because I don't know what is going.
So tribal just happened, and luckily blue went out as expected, but the backlash is pretty bad. Obviously, James and Daphne feel in the dark, and I kind of just wanted to let James in. That's been the hardest thing I've had to do since the snowy vote is lie to James. I really just wanted to tell him, yeah, like we filled Donnie and Rossi in and just kind of catch him up because I feel like working so tightly with Moon and Vince, I've had to keep him out of the loop because they don't trust him as much as I do. And it's tough because I haven't told him the full truth, but I really have tried my best to look out for him. And anytime anyone has said his name, I've redirected them. I've tried to include him in groups, and it sucks that the groups keep falling apart. I feel like I'm just actively destroying his game. And I feel kind of shit about it, not gonna lie. Also, someone leaked to Blue the Yago plus James alliance, which was very obviously Daphne. If it wasn't Daphne, I will be flabbergasted. But Daphne is a horrible liar. When we were on the swap tribe together, I knew immediately she didn't want to work with me. Like, she just can't lie to save her life. She just overacts, and like, as soon as we got back to the chat, she was like, oh my god, there's a mole, who could it be? Like, very accusatory, like, overcompensating for something she clearly did. And even before that, she was all weird, like trying to protect Nova and Blue and keep them to top 7. And I think it's just clear that with that, and also not wanting to vote Nova in general, that she's just trying to pander to the jury and make sure when people leave that they like her. And I'm not having it. I really stuck my neck out on the line for Daphne. I haven't ratted her out to Nova. I haven't ratted her out to Donnie or Rosie. I did want to go to the top 5 with her. Like, that group I just made, that is the people I've been trying to get together. And it's been 2 days and it's already completely blown up. And I don't know if James trusts me. I don't care if Daphne trusts me. In my mind, she has to go. She's also trying to pin Vince for all of this. Saying like, oh, well, I know he's close with Donnie and maybe he leaked to Blue and all that. No. Those are 2 separate things. Vince has no connection with Blue whatsoever. She's trying to, like, get rid of him because I think she fears that me and Moon might be closer to Vince. And this is some elaborate scheme to get rid of him. And maybe keep Nova around a little longer. As far as I'm concerned, Daphne is dead to me. And the Daphne smear campaign will continue.
Anyways, bye.